so bad, we know we're good. Blowing your mind like we knew we would. You know we're just strutting for fun, strutting our stuff for everyone. We're not here to stop.
I'll always remember the really dynamic and heated advisee sessions I had with Mike Schettino. Very often he would throw things on the floor, run out crying. It was really hard for me to kind of teach him anger management.
Oh, Mike? Oh!
What I think about Mike is his sense of humor. He's made me work to get to know him. I recruited Mike here, and for some reason, maybe he's a Jersey boy and I'm a Jersey girl, we just felt an intimate connection when I interviewed him as a student. And I always have seen great promise, and I think he's just, we're just scratching the surface of what he's going to do in sports medicine. I think he's dedicated to this area, and I look forward to having him be part of the sports medicine and primary care world, are our colleagues here in the Delaware Valley. So I think he has great potential, and I look forward to it.
Mike, Mike used to be kind of an enigma to me, like a mystery. Really nice, very professional, but sometimes I questioned if he were human sometimes. He was just maybe too good looking, too well dressed, too composed.
I actually had a lot of time to work with Mike this year in the Wellness Center, and he is sensitive and he's caring, I think, beyond what people see on a day-to-day. And he's got his interest in sports and his passion there, but he's a solid clinician, and I'm glad he's sticking around.
Most of the time I'm wondering, what was that a joke? Oh God, did he mean that? I'm not sure. And the only way I know that he is cracking a joke is that the corners of his mouth will start to curl a little bit, and like he's trying to hold in a laugh. And then he will start to do that laugh that's sort of very gyrating, like you can't hold it in laugh, but not a lot of noise coming out. It's the Mike silent laugh with the knee slap. I know some of you know what I'm talking about. It's rare, but it's worth the wait.
Fun of that, but he is steady as a rock, cool as a cucumber. What else can you say about Mike? He's just one of those people that's like quietly competent, just does his business and gets out.
Out. Chicago?
Mike Schettino is, I think my first vision of Mike Schettino, which is I'm sure a lot of people's vision of Mike Schettino, was I walked in on him when he was charting and the room was completely pitch black.
Mike Schettino, I thought there was something medically wrong at first with the fluorescent lights. I went from thinking, maybe he's got retinitis pigmentosa, can't handle the lights. Maybe he's got porphyria and he's scared of skin changes and dark urine. Or I finally figured out maybe he's part vampire. I haven't figured it out all the way yet, but I'm sure there's something cooking in there.
The dark rooms, that's a little sketchy. We're going to have to figure that out. But fortunately, most of the offices we work in have no windows, so Mike will be right at home.
And I walked out thinking I was interrupting something, and I was like, what's going on here?
It's a good thing he didn't have that on his application.
As I got to know Mike through the years, it is actually not that at all. The light thing is just a light thing, and just dependable, solid. You would get the job done. There was never a question about it. So, in my mind, that's how I see him.
Schettino is probably our most wired physician in this group, and by that I mean electronically attached. He is on the computer at the same time that he's got his PDA cooking and looking up sports and listening to episodes of the was it The Sopranos? No, Oz was his thing. He is just totally wired all the time, and it's not that, it's just that he's wired into things. I think it's a symbiosis, because he is one of the most efficient residents. His notes are done before he leaves the room 90% of the time. And then he can come back and rattle off 8-10 patients that he precepted and cut right to the chase. He is a master of efficiency and office mechanics.
Say the dedication to sports. We were at AMSSM this past year. We were all getting ready to go out to dinner and go out on the town, well past our academic sessions and into the night, in case those of you who are watching this are thinking what your money went towards. And Mike was sitting at the bar in the hotel watching the draft. And we all looked at him, even at a sports medicine conference, and said, Mike, you realize you can catch the highlights tomorrow. And he insisted on staying because he wanted to see the draft. I truly, that kind of enthusiasm is fantastic. I'm looking forward to having that kind of enthusiasm. I'm also expecting that since this is primarily a sports program that he's coming into, he's going to throw the work duty hour rules out the window and be begging to work 100, 120 hours a week at least, because it's all sports.
As far as Dr. Schettino goes, when I think about him, I think about Ensure.
Oh, Mike, I don't know what to say about Mike. Mike and I really didn't, we really didn't have a lot of interactions this year, but I tell you what, I don't know what to say, but gosh, Mike Schettino. Yeah, I really don't recall. No, Mike, nice guy, quiet guy. I don't know, but every time Mike works, there always seems to be an abundance of Ensure in the refrigerator. It just
Truly not a banned substance, so as long as he's comfortable with it as a performance enhancer, and as long as he's getting out of it what he needs, I'm thinking we're going to step him up to double the dose. If what does he do, 2-3 cans a day now? If 2 to 3 is good, then 4 to 6 is better.
What more can you say? He one time was complaining at the nursing home that he was hungry, that he had to go to another rotation. I kind of looked off to my right-hand side, and there was a case of Ensure. I said, Mike, there's a buffet over there. Help yourself.
I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if you feel like I feel, baby, then come on. Oh, come on. Woo! Let's get it on. Ah, baby. Let's get it on. Let's love, baby. Let's get it on.